What's up, y'all? It's your boy MangaMiyn. Welcome to the channel where anime and manga means more. And anyway, let's go ahead and do a first impressions of Cowboy Bebop. Now, I was reading the manga. The first chapter, that's what I read. Now, these chapters are pretty long, so a first impression I think is good for, one chapter is good for first impression. Anyway, it didn't really intrigue me, and it didn't really entertain me, but so much. So it was like the first panel. The first page, like the cover page, that got me intrigued and interested because they were showing like little information on each of the main characters now, and that was intriguing to me. And the setup was too, because it's called Cowboy Bebop and whatnot. But you thinking that you think that okay, cowboys, old western or whatever. That ain't the case. This is set in the future. About 30 odd years from now, like 30 something years from now, 32 years from now. That's when it's set. The main character, Spike Spiegel, he was on the wrong side of the law, goes over, to becoming a bounty and he's faked his death in order to do it. And I was reading all these little these tidbits they had on the cover page, and that was like, okay, now let me get into this. It had like maybe two, three funny moments I enjoyed, but it really didn't add anything to the story where it made me intrigued or spiked any kind of interest or whatever. Now the second chapter, that did it. So I don't want people to get into this, if they do read the first chapter and they're not, overly excited to say, okay, I'm just going to drop it. You know what I'm saying? Because the second one I really enjoyed. But the first chapter, it's not bad. It just didn't have anything that really got me. Like, they didn't have like any kind of mystery about it that really made me say, oh, I want to find out who did such and such or what happened with this. Or it didn't have anything intriguing where I wanted to find something out. And it wasn't overly entertaining to me where I was just having such a good time I wanted to see the next one. You see what I'm saying? But, I don't judge everything off just the first chapter. Even though this wasn't bad, it just wasn't overly good. It was just okay. Like, whereas in Samurai Champloo, I was in it from the very first chapter. the very first episode. I was excited. I wanted to see what was going to happen. I was interested in, where the character was going to go. But with Cowboy Bebop, on the first chapter, now I'm reading the manga now. I don't know what happened in anime. It didn't pull me in. It was just like, okay, here's a chapter of a manga. It didn't really pull me in. It didn't have any kind of really exciting factor. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you got to have when you have your first episode. Something that gets the readers involved. Entertainment, comedy, some kind of mystery or some kind of intriguing element that people want to figure out. It didn't have that. It was just an okay chapter. But the next one, that got me in, pulled me in a little bit more. So I'm going to continue reading it. But the first chapter didn't really do it for me. Not saying it's bad, but it didn't really do it for me. But anyway, go ahead and leave your comment. Let me know what you think. You might have a different opinion. Go ahead and rate the video and subscribe. And I'm out. Peace.